The world of digital currency is quite new to humanity. Not many of the people fully understand how it works. We have currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin that keep evolving every year, and their value also increases drastically. There are many disadvantages when we talk about the digital currency, one of them being that it is an easy prey for hackers. In today's video, we will talk about the recent news, according to which hackers stole nearly $100 million in a Japanese crypto heist. So at first, let us talk about exactly what happened. On August 20th, 2021, it was announced that in Tokyo, hackers stole nearly $100 million worth of cryptocurrencies from Liquid Company's wallets. Liquid is one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchanges. It was founded in 2014 in Tokyo, Japan. It happened at about 7:50 a.m. The Liquid technology teams were able to detect unauthorized access to many of their wallets. Not long after that incident, Liquid has announced that the stolen cryptos were taken from so-called warm wallets, which are connected to the web, but the cold wallets were not affected at all. Because of that, they decided to shift all the cryptocurrencies to the cold wallet. Warm wallets are online and are easier to access, while cold wallets are offline and are way harder to reach, so it is more secure. Here's what Liquid wrote on Twitter. "We are sorry to announce that #Liquid Global warm wallets were compromised. We are moving assets into the cold wallet. We are currently investigating and will provide regular updates. In the meantime, deposits and withdrawals will be suspended." At first, Liquid did not provide with the detailed information of exactly how much was stolen, but based on the analysis made by blockchain analytics firm Elliptic, more than $97 million worth of cryptocurrencies were stolen. $45 million of that money was stolen in Ethereum tokens, and as Elliptic later explained, were converted into Ether thanks to decentralized exchanges like Uniswap and SushiSwap. Elliptic also added another announcement a couple hours after the attack, saying that they added all the addresses associated with the hack to their digital system to make sure that their clients would be notified just in case they received any of these funds. The security firm also said that the investigators are helping Liquid to track the stolen funds and also work on tracking additional identity clues. Other major crypto exchanges also got alerted after this massive incident and announced that they will be watching the flow of the coins to make sure the situation is properly managed. As a result, about $16 million worth of ERC20 tokens were frozen. Liquid added to the statement, $16.13 million of ERC20 assets have been frozen, disabled for on-chain movement due to the assistance of the crypto community and other exchanges. Liquid's teams are still assessing the attack vector used and taking measures to mitigate the impact to users. As Liquid announced, despite the current investigation, they are still unable to fully understand the nature of the hack. It is not known how hackers were able to gain access to the infrastructure. The analysis of the hack showed that about 69 different crypto assets had been misappropriated and transferred to other exchanges and DeFi swapping venues. Liquid's teams are still assessing the attack vector used and taking measures to mitigate the impact to users, the company explained in a blog post. Liquid will continue to do everything in its power to mitigate the impact from this incident and restore full service as soon as possible. This was the latest hack involving cryptocurrencies. It came about barely a week after another hacking incident where about $600 million was stolen from Poly Network, which is the largest cryptocurrency heist ever. Despite that, surprisingly, hackers have returned about 2/3 of the stolen digital coins. Indeed, it was a very strange turn of events. The hackers sent a message to Poly Network saying that they would return the funds. The DeFi platform requested money to be delivered to 3 crypto addresses. So why did hackers return the money? I think this demonstrates that even if you can steal crypto assets, laundering them and cashing out is extremely difficult due to the transparency of the blockchain and the use of blockchain analytics, says Tom Robinson, who is the chief scientist of blockchain analytics firm Elliptic. According to him, in given circumstances, it was easier, wiser, and safer for hackers to just return the stolen assets. And as you could see from recent events, these kinds of incidents are becoming quite frequent. There is a question whether digital wallets are really safe to invest your money in. There have been a lot of discussions concerning this matter. Let us now discuss if Bitcoin wallets are really that safe for investors. It is also noteworthy that in July of this year, there was a Twitter hack that invaded many celebrity accounts, including the account of President Joe Biden. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in Bitcoin were transferred under false pretenses. There have been multiple examples of Bitcoin theft and fraud that I think would give pause to the average investor, particularly if you were going to invest a substantial amount. I think those are legitimate fears, Ledbetter says, but he also finds them overblown. It is definitely true that Bitcoin gives us the opportunity to transact without having to reveal the personal information. However, it is not 100% anonymous. Every transaction is documented on the blockchain, which is a digital ledger where the wallet of a user is represented as a complicated series of random letters and numbers. An American entrepreneur, investor, and host of the Pomp podcast, Anthony Pompliano, says that he always has to remind people that Bitcoin has a public ledger. If anyone ever wants to hack it, one would have to take over the whole network. It is not as easy as it sounds, because in order to hack the network, one would need a personal network of computers functioning 24/7, and it would all cost a fortune, and we are talking about billions of dollars, as explains Paul Vigna, markets reporter at the Wall Street Journal. Ledbetter also says that any traditional stock account that has a brokerage is possible to be invaded and compromised. There's always some potential for fraud or security risk. The best bet for any investor would be to use a brokerage that is 100% trusted. The well-established places that have highly advanced security protocols and many quick ways to protect investors. But as you saw, even the largest companies are prone to getting hacked. Things happen, Ledbetter says, but when you look at the big stories of theft, they tend to be institutional and kind of on the fringes. It's not like there's something intrinsically unsafe about the Bitcoin itself. It's more how people are handling or managing it. Scams are another way by which hackers try to steal money. If we listen to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC website, cryptocurrency scams are a very popular way for hackers to trick people into sending money. Most of the scams are able to show up as emails that try to blackmail someone, online chain referral schemes, or bogus investment and business opportunities. There is nothing an average investor can do to avoid from professional hackers stealing money from big and influential companies, but it is noteworthy that one can easily avoid getting scammed. Let us finish our video with a summary of ways to avoid being scammed. Well, it is quite obvious that we all should trust only the well-known and respected cryptocurrency exchanges. The real trick is that one should be able to correctly identify those kinds of companies. If the company has a social media presence, website, verifiable employees, then you can probably trust it. Here are some additional red flags and tips from Cryptopedia. When you see an exchange that promises a rate of return on the investment which seems too good to be true, then most likely it is fake. Any offer that guarantees return that, especially those that promise exceptional returns in the first days after registering, are red flags of a fake exchange. Do not succumb to any offer or pressure to deposit your funds or make a bigger investment than you were planning to. Legitimate exchanges will never deploy these kinds of tactics to their clients. Too much communications that seem like spam, especially those that keep asking for persistent recharging of your wallets, may be a definite sign that the exchange is attempting to gather funds to be misappropriated later. Be aware of any unsolicited offers and phone calls that tell you to invest or buy cryptocurrencies. Even if they claim that the calls are from professional financial advisors or brokers, when such calls are coming from an unregulated cryptocurrency exchange, it may be a red flag that something illegal is going on. Any platform that asks for unexpectedly high registration or withdrawal fees that were not disclosed previously should also be avoided and preferably reported. When we talk about a scammy or malware-infected website, questionable exchanges might have a look that is different from a real exchange. These scams may rely on well-known social engineering hacking techniques and skills to trick potential investors to spend their money. On this note, we end our video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.